What's going on, whiskey lovers? Welcome back. I'm Tony. This is Brothers and Bourbon. I'm very excited about today's episode. I was able to get my hands on two new bottles with their new red labels. If you know what I'm talking about, here we go. This is the OESO single barrel with their new red label on it. Super excited about that. I'm not going to lie, I'm not a huge fan of Four Roses. I've had some of the single barrels in the past, the barrel proofs. I like those, so I'm willing to give these a chance. I have not had either one of these. And this is the OESK, also new label for this year. These are the batches for this year. The OESO is from Rickhouse RN. It's barrel 49 6V. And then for the OESK, it is Rickhouse DS barrel 284K. So these come in at 100 proof both. So what I know about Four Roses is they have 10 bourbon recipes. This is all to the best of my knowledge. If I get it wrong, let me know. Shoot me a comment, correct me, please. Always love the bourbon knowledge. So from what I understand, there's 10 core bourbon recipes, and there's only two mash bills. And in every batch, the batch consists of one of the two mash bills. There are two core mash bills, and then there's yeast strands. So every one of these bottles has their own yeast strand, and then one of the two mash bills. To my understanding, these two bottles both have the same mash bills, which is 75% corn, 20% rye, and 5% malted barley. And then, like I said, with a little bit of their own yeast strand, each bottle has a different one. It adds a little bit of a different taste. Typically with the OESO, you get, the like fruit forward, the vanilla, a little brown sugar, hints of like just a little bit of oak, some caramel in there. And then on the OESK, you get typically the baking spice. It's a little bolder, a little richer, more of a kick in this bottle, a little less fruit forward. You still get that brown sugar and the caramel, more of a toasted note on this one. So this is the first time trying either one of these. So we're going to dive in. It's just pretty cool. I like that they changed the label. I'm hearing a lot of good thing about Four Roses, trying on different stuff. If I'm not, like I said earlier, I'm not sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. Shoot me a comment. Let me know. I know they have the core 10 bourbon recipes. I think they're coming out with more this year. If I'm right about that, just let me know. Like I said, I don't have all the knowledge, but I try to do my research on some of these. To the best of my knowledge, I think there's only 10 right now, but I thought I heard they're adding some more for this year. And I don't know if those are going to be new mash bills or what they're going to be, whatnot. Okay, so I'm going to start with the OESO. No pop on that. That was a bummer. All right, so, just looking at it based on it, you get that vibrant amber color. Looks very good in there. Classic bourbon looks really good in the bottle as well. You get your dark, amber colors. Let's get to the nose. Oh, man, on that nose, I'm getting like a peach cobbler, pecan, get a little bit of the brown sugar, a little bit of a toasted oak, or like an oakier, kind of pinier, a little bit of citrus, kind of your classic bourbon. Maybe a little brown sugar in there. I'm getting like a strong peach cobbler though. I don't know why. Strong peach cobbler. It's good. Very yeah. I'm getting that fruity that they say. Definitely like a bold fruit flavor there. Like I said, I get the peach. Definitely like a oak on the end there. Soft oak though, not strong. A little bit of ethanol. At 100 proof, it shouldn't be too crazy, but it doesn't burn or anything. Just a smooth. It's actually very pleasant on the nose. A little softer on the nose. All right, let's get into the sip. But yeah, that's good. I'm becoming a fan. There's a lot going on here, which I really like. When it first hits the palate, first of all, it's very smooth. The whole experience. When it first hits the palate, you get that peach cobbler that I was talking about. And then as it works that way, back to the finish is it's there too. It's about like 1 to 2 second finish, kind of lingers there in the back. Doesn't really go away. It's very smooth though. This is a very pleasant, quenching drink. It's very good blend. You get the peach cobbler when it first hits you. a little bit of the brown sugar towards the end there. Then you get the oak and you get the caramel and you get like a full blast of flavors on the finish as it works its way back. The viscosity is it's a medium viscosity. It's not super thick, but it's not super thin either. It coats the palate. It works its way around the palate for sure. I would like it a little thicker on the palate, on the viscosity, a little bit, just a little more heavier. But like it's like more of a dessert. Closer to your like dessert like pours. Like this is very it's very heavy, very good tasting though. A lot going on here. Every time I go back for a sip, it's definitely a full experience from front to back. I like this, but very chill. This is a very good, daily sipper if you want, easy sipper. Both of these bottles costed $49. So for $49, it's, for me, that's not a bad pour. It's not a bad price. $49 for a whole bottle is just 750 milliliter. Very good. I think it's worth every penny. If you're just like you like a smoother sip, sit back, maybe pair a cigar with this. It definitely would go great because of the brown sugar and caramel that I'm getting on there, and an old fashioned as well. I don't do any pours with ice. I don't know if this is good with, a dab of water or ice. If that's your thing, try it. It's definitely pleasant. You could sit here and definitely just sip on this. Yeah, this is very smooth. Tastes very, very smooth. If you're into like the classic bourbon experience of like the caramel, brown sugar, stuff like that, it's definitely got it here. You get a little bit of the oak on the finish there. It's really good. It's just a tad. You can taste it on the very end there. And going back to the nose, getting every bit of that peach cobbler again, the fruit forwardness, that Four Roses is known for. And that was the problem that I had with Four Roses. It was a little too fruit forward for me. But this one, the fruit forward is just it is still fruit forward, but it's a good blend. I'm just getting peach cobbler with like maybe like a hint of apple in there, rich fruits. Very, very good. This one is good. Now let's try the OESK. Like I said, so this is going to be the same mash bill, which once again is 75% corn, 20% rye, and 5% malted barley, but a different yeast strand. Very scientific with Four Roses. It's kind of cool. I like that. Get the pop. Man, they got to work on these corks though. No pop. Let's try that again. Ooh, ooh. That was the pop I was looking for. Let's get a pour here. So same in color. Looks good. Real rich body. A little bit of a brown amber, clear. Looking good. Just your typical, if you can see it. Typical color, looking really good. Let's get to the nose. Okay. On this one, yeah, I'm getting bolder smells. Heavier on the rye spice for sure. Even though the mash bills are the same, I think it's pretty impressive that just the yeast strains are a little different, and you get so much different. Like the nose is totally different than this one, being that they're the same mash bill. Yeah, I'm getting bolder, hotter. Feel like this one's gonna be really hot on the sip. You get the rye spice is really strong. I'm getting the brown sugar, the rye spices. Oh, I'm definitely getting an oakiness, like a charred oak or a toasted oak on the end there. I'm getting every bit of that. Very oaky on the end. Now I'm starting to get all of it. Kind of weird, but I'm getting some tea leaves on there. I don't know why I'm getting tea leaves. Like a dark tea. All right, let's get to the sip. Yeah, I mean it's the same mash bill, but this is all rye. I could taste the rye 100%. The rye and it's full rye and baking spice. This one's spicy, very spicy. Not warm though, like to the sip, but you taste all that rye in it. You taste all that spiciness. This is very bold on this one. Gets hotter the more you sip it. I mean, if you're into like the caramel toasted flavor, you get like a mellow oak in there, but all the baking spices, a little bit of cinnamon. Yeah, towards the finish, the cinnamon. The only problem I have with this one is I think the finish on this was stronger. The finish on this one is like kind of non existent. It's not really there. Very smooth. It hits you like all the spices hit you in the beginning. When it hits the palate, hits you very strong with the that spicy rye spice, baking spices, a little bit of nutmeg and cinnamon towards the end. But yeah, it comes in super spicy. And then it says, you know what, I'm gonna chill out. It hits you with a little bit of, caramel marshmallow, toasted oak on the end there. But altogether, like a very pleasant sip. Easily a daily sipper as well. Just very smooth. But you know what I like about this? I'm becoming a fan. Four Roses. I know there's another one out right now. I think it's the OESV. I think I'm not sure. If you know what it is, let me know. Both very pleasant, both very different. Very impressive to me because it's the same mash bill. Just that little yeast strand being different. It's very, very good. Now going head to head, um, it's very hard to choose. I would say it would just matter your mood. Like if you just want to sit back, smoke a cigar, had a stressful day, you just want to easy, you know, sip, just sit back, relax. I would go with the because it's just so smooth and relaxing. It's your classic bourbon, your traditional bourbon taste and flavor. If you're looking for something to spice up your day, it's a little colder and you're feeling just a jolt. You want something spicier. You're feeling, a little jalapeno day, a little Mexican food day. You know what I mean? You feeling a little spicy? I'd go with this one. Yeah, this has definitely got the kick that you'd be looking for, but at the same time, just an enjoyable sip. These are both an enjoyable sip. Yeah, I got none bad to say here. I'm becoming a fan of Four Roses, especially the single barrel. I thought they were too fruit forward before the ones that I had. I think it was the regular shelfer, just the regular single barrel. It was too much fruit for me, but this is a phenomenal blend. I haven't had too many in the past, so let me know down in the comments. Once again, for me guys, just like and subscribe. Show all your bourbon friends, get the community growing for me. I love this community. I want to get involved in it more and make more videos. I love sharing the bottles that I get with you guys and sharing my thoughts on it. If there's a Four Roses bottle that I should look for, let me know for sure. Like I said, there's 10 recipes. So tell me which one you think is the best. Let me know which one you think is the best out of these two. I can't really choose a winner because they both are really, really great to me for different reasons. Like I said, it all depends on the mood you're feeling that day. But yeah, I'd go with either one of these. It just depends on what I'm looking for that day. Both easy sips. I'm gonna enjoy putting these in my infinity bottle. Yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Like, subscribe, shoot me some comments. Like I said, on any Four Roses barrels that I should get, any Four Roses bottles that you think are good. Let me know which one's your favorite. One of these two are your favorites, or let me know which one's your favorite out of these two. Thank you guys. Tell all your friends, like, subscribe. This is Tony with Brothers in Bourbon. Thank you for tuning in. Cheers.